It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report, rumor report. This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Now, Little Baby, he put out that song, The Bigger Picture, and that song is huge right now. You know, this is all in the midst of calls for justice and everything that's been happening with Black Lives Matter, police brutality. But he said he doesn't want any part in politics. Now, he said when he did say he would work with Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms on police reform, he deleted that post later on. And during an interview with GQ, he said, the more I'm seeing what's up with all that ish, the more I'm like, let me back up off politics. I don't want to be no Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I stuck my nose in it. I'm good on that. So he also... Mhm.
No, I'm saying the thing about politics is that everyone is using each other. You know, you just you can't let folks misuse you. And Democrats are groupies. They are a bunch of star fornicators. So I see why, you know, he may feel like that. But I think Lil Baby needs to understand that his voice is not for the politicians. His voice is for the people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want him to back off, you know, providing soundtracks for the people in the street because of how politicians are trying to misuse their affiliation with him, our non-affiliation with him, trying to get an affiliation.
Mm-hmm. All right, now Juelz Santana, he has talked about getting caught with that gun when he fled from TSA. The gun was in his luggage. He was on the Fat Joe show, and he explained how everything went down. Here's how the gun ended up in his luggage in the first place.
I had a video shoot. I take the little joint with me, just for, always just for safety. So as I'm changing my clothes, I throw the joint in a brand new Supreme bag that I just caught from the dude that brought me the stuff. Mm-hmm. So now I'm on set from like 9 o'clock to like 4 in the morning. So even myself, I had already forgot I threw the joint in the bag. I done rolled back to the crib, everything, put my bags down. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I got a flight to go to LA the next morning.
And then he talks about at the airport when the cops came, why he ran.
I had a warrant for a traffic ticket that I was supposed to handle in New Jersey. So I was going to come handle the warrant next week after I got back from my show. It's a little bull. I just ain't appear in court. So the girl come back to me like, yo, Juelz. She said, they ain't going to let me search your bag. They said higher authorities got to come to search your bag. I still hasn't clicked to me that something crazy like the joint is in my bag.
So that whole time he was concerned about a warrant. He didn't even remember
know about the gun charge, right?
Yeah, that the gun until he heard about it on the radio later on. So, sheesh, that's...
I mean, listen, things happen, but why would you run from a warrant if you were just going to come back and take care of it the week after
he
next
anyway? He want to go to jail. Maybe he would rather
he want
have
to go to jail. He figured to go get his lawyer and take care of it. It was a weekend, so he want to stay the weekend. So they said, you know what? I'll just go home, get my lawyer, and then let my lawyer deal with it. That makes sense.
But you got to know when you flee. If you get caught, then you're adding on to your charges, is all I'm saying. You're just making a bad situation.
It probably wouldn't have been as big a deal if it wasn't for the gun, though.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the gun, it wouldn't have been that. It depends on what the charge was, but the charge couldn't have been bigger than the gun. So even if it was,
But he ran before they knew they had a gun. He ran.
Right,
but he just thought he just had a warrant. He thought it was maybe a traffic violation. He said
that's my point.
But they would have handled that
at an airport because of a traffic ticket.
But you got to think he was in a cab on the way home. He was fine if it wasn't for the gun. That's why they really went to go get him. They wasn't going to go get him for that warrant. He would have handled it.
He turned
and not had to go to jail.
You leave all your luggage and everything else. I mean, listen, I'm glad.
Yeah, you don't want to spend a weekend in jail. I'll get my bags on Monday. I don't want to spend 3 days.
Somebody get a nice Supreme bag.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad he's home, but that is a moment, people.
Yeah,
I've never seen one.
All right. Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban has gone to pick up Delonte West from a gas station yesterday in Texas. There was an image that was circulating on social media that showed him panhandling in the street, and he's been having a lot of issues. His family members, friends have been concerned about him for the past several years. So now he is open to the idea of entering rehab, and Mark Cuban is offering to help cover the cost of that. So I do hope that does work out for him.
That's great.
I love that too, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit around and laugh at a person because you see them on a meme, or laugh at somebody because you see them in a bad situation. Go help that man. Mm-hmm. Salute to them for going to help that man.
All right, and it looks like Bryson Tiller has an album coming out. He posted, real fans know the countdown started months ago, anniversary 10/2, so October 2nd. So he made his debut album 5 years ago. Everybody's been wanting to know, when is this happening? So it looks like that's the release date. And in other releases, 21 Savage and Metro Boomin Savage Mode 2 is coming out this Friday. And they actually put out a trailer that's narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Savage is defined as fierce, beastly, and untamed. Mode is defined as a way of operating or using a system. So to be in savage mode is to go hard, not allowing anything to stop or deter you from your mission. Basically, this means when someone is in savage mode, they are not to be with.
I love 21 Savage. 21 a beast. And that's too dope that he got Morgan Freeman doing this trailer.
Mm-hmm. All right, looking forward to that. I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.